Chinese telecoms giant Huawei could eavesdrop on all calls made on one of the largest mobile phone networks in the Netherlands, report claims. According to the Dutch newspaper De Volkskrant, Huawei staff could track all of KPN's mobile users and eavesdrop on their private conversations and decipher the numbers that police or intelligence agencies tap. The report made for KPN by the Capgemini consultancy firm in 2010. Huawei could have been monitoring users' conversations in 2010 without KPN's knowledge, including the calls made by the then Prime Minister Jan-Peter Balkenende and Chinese dissidents, the newspaper reported. KPN started using Huawei's technology in 2009. 6 employees of Huawei worked at the then head office in The Hague. KPN's mobile network had 6.5 million subscribers at the time. According to the report, the Dutch intelligence agency AIVD had cautioned KPN several times about the risk of espionage by Huawei. KPN informed the news source ANP on Saturday that it has never been established in all years that customer data was stolen by Huawei from our networks or our customer systems, or that it has been tapped. If it had, the company said it would have certainly informed the appropriate authorities and our customers. No supplier of KPN has unauthorized, uncontrolled or unlimited access to our networks and systems or is capable of eavesdropping on KPN clients, KPN said. Since our start in the Netherlands 15 years ago, we have never been held accountable by the government authorities for any unauthorized acts, Huawei states in a release published Saturday. Huawei employees have not had unauthorized access to KPN's network and data, nor have they extracted data from that network. Huawei has at all times worked under the explicit authorization of KPN, the Chinese technology firm said. This applied to both employees of Huawei and the Huawei employees hired by KPN to support its activities. Capgemini declined to comment on this. Multi-million-dollar deals with various Chinese sport apparel brands and the NBA are currently in the political hot seat over cotton sourced from forced labour in the Xinjiang Autonomous Zone and the genocide of Uyghur Muslims. Chinese brands have publicly embraced the cotton from the Xinjiang region, leading to big sales to patriotic shoppers and praise from the Beijing-controlled media, wrote New York Times author Alexandra Stevenson on April 9. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute reported that a factory in eastern China which manufactures shoes for Nike is equipped with watchtowers, barbed wire fences and police guard boxes where Uyghurs are monitored and controlled by CCP officials. The workers used from Xinjiang are mostly Uyghur women from the Hotan and Kashgar prefectures in the southern region of the province. The Chinese regime describes the ethnic minority as backward, a term it has often designated upon people and spiritual groups it wishes to brand as antithetical to science when attacking, along with disturbed by religious extremism. One example cited by the ASPI is the Taekwon factory compound located in Lashi City in China's Shandong province. It is owned by the Taekwon Group, a South Korean chemical and textile conglomerate. CCP officials have officially denied any commercial use of forced labour from Xinjiang, claiming that participation in labour transfer programs is voluntary. However, according to recent reports by the BBC, Uyghur workers who have been able to leave China and speak out describe their constant fear of being sent back to a detention camp in Xinjiang or even a traditional prison while working at the factories. It is unclear whether all employment transfers from Xinjiang are forced. The cases for which adequate detail has been available showcase highly disturbing coercive labour practices consistent with ILO definitions of forced labour, ASPI stated. In January, the Trump administration announced an import ban on all cotton and tomato products from the Xinjiang region over claims the products are from forced labour from detained Uyghur Muslims. NYT stated, however, that many of the products are still available online. Whether the growing support for Xinjiang will have consequences for the American athletes still remains to be seen. British authorities are considering exploring a new digital currency that Finance Minister Rishi Sunak lauded as Britcoin, which aims to tackle some of the challenges posed by cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. We're launching a new task force between the Treasury and the Bank of England to coordinate exploratory work on a potential central bank digital currency, CBDC, Sunak said at the UK FinTech Week conference. The government and the Bank of England, BOE, announced that they have not yet made a decision on whether to introduce a CBDC in the UK, and will engage widely with stakeholders on the benefits, risks and practicalities of doing so. A CBDC would be a new form of money that would exist alongside cash and bank deposits rather than replacing them. The BOE continued, the purpose of the task force is to ensure a strategic approach to and to promote close coordination between the UK authorities as they explore CBDC in line with their statutory objectives. The BOE added that if the new currency is approved, the digital currency would exist alongside cash and bank deposits rather than replacing them, according to the statement. The task force will be jointly chaired by the Deputy Governor of the Bank of England, John Cunliffe, and HM Treasury's Director General of Financial Services, Catherine Bruddick. Shortly after the announcement of the task force, Sunak tweeted the single word Britcoin. Our vision is for a more open, greener and more technologically advanced financial services sector, Sunak told a FinTech conference. And if we can capture the extraordinary potential of technology, we'll cement the UK's position as the world's preeminent financial centre. Other central banks are also looking to venture at the prospect of setting up digital versions of their currencies, essentially widening access to central bank funds, which only commercial banks can use at present. The advantages of using cryptocurrency are that it can provide another way for people to make purchases online and speed up payments and reduce financial stability risks. Only the Bahamas has such a currency. China is trialling digital yuan in several cities. Sweden has decided to have its digital currency by 2026, while the European Central Bank plans to create an electronic euro within 4 years.